Hey gang, welcome to episode 12 of the Witch Awakening podcast. I am your host, Melissa Rippey, a spiritual and awakening coach for witchy women who want to heal old wounds, tap into their desires, and manifest their most magical life. Hey, so today I want to talk about how to talk with angels. A little backstory on me. A few years ago, I was known as the Angel Lady. I worked almost exclusively with the angel realm. I didn't do that on purpose. It just happened organically. They started showing up and wouldn't let anyone else talk to me. When I would try to have sessions or do readings, no matter what kind of reading I had intended on doing, the angels would always show up and just be like, "Hi, I know you're talking to us." And it was like, "Oh, okay." And so I just embraced it and went with it. And I taught about them. I introduced people to their personal guardian angels. I used to get names for people in my readings. But I stopped doing that because I found out that I would rather teach other people how to do that for themselves. I want people to be able to have a personal relationship with their guardian angels and the archangels, as well as other spirits, right? So our loved ones, other entities in spirit, our ancestors, just anyone that is trying to help us out, be on our team, and is over there to hang out with. So that is a little backstory about my involvement with angels. And I spent years just working, like I said, exclusively with the angels, and learned I know a lot about angels and archangels, and taught about them and shared that with others. And like I said, helped get people's guardian angel names for them. And I just did a lot of work in that realm. So I wanted to give you some tips about connecting with angels and archangels today. So today I have 3 tips for you. Number 1 is angels want to help us, like so badly. But they have to wait for permission due to free will. So we need to remember to ask them to step in and be with us every day. It can be as simple as saying something like, "Please be with me today, archangels and angels." Boom. Permission granted. There are a lot of times that I talk with people's guardian angels and they're dying to help, but they just haven't been asked. So they're standing around just waiting, like, okay, I really want to help you because you're making some crazy choices, but you haven't given me permission. So I'm just going to stand here and watch over you and hope everything works out unless you ask me to help, and then I will. So be sure that you're giving your angels permission to help lead you through your day. It sounds really simple, but a lot of times the simple things are the things we forget to do. I know that is super true for me. I also forget to do this and then sit around and wonder where my angels are. And I'm like, oh, right, they're right here, but I just forgot to tell them they could come on in and do what they needed to do to help out. So every morning you can just, when you're doing your morning meditations, during your morning prayers, whatever it is you do in the morning to get centered and connected, go ahead and throw a little thing in there about having the angels help you through your day. So whatever wording it feels good to you, there is no like special way to say it. It's just however feels organic and good for you. So that is tip number 1. Be sure to ask them, give them permission to help out, to be there. All right. Number 2, keep it simple, man. Look, angels don't need all the pomp and circumstance that people think they do. They're happy enough that you just took the time to try to connect with them in any way at all, because we forget so often, as we just discussed. If we're making the effort, they're like, yeah, man, bring it on. It can be as simple as just saying, yo, angels, I need you, bro. Right? Some people aren't comfortable with being so informal with them, and they think that they should be revered. And that's okay. If that's your jam, do it. Angels show up for us however we need them to. So if we need formal, we get formal. If we need chill bro vibes, that's what we get. And that is personally my vibe with the angels. I do fist bumps and high fives with my homies. I call the archangels like Mikey and Raph, etc., etc. Um, like I'm hanging out with my with some angelic ninja turtles over here or something. But no, I keep it super chill. The angels got jokes for me, like they get kind of smart mouthy with me, which is my vibe, which is what I need them to do. If they showed up being all like formal and fancy and kind of like bow down to me, kind of thing, that some people really need their angels to be very formal and like, um, professional, I guess is the word that's coming to mind. I do not. I need mine to be a smart mouth. I need them to, kick my butt if I need it, like get in there and lovingly be like, are you kidding me with this? Because that's my vibe. That's how I roll. So I need my angels to show up that way too. Otherwise, it would be a lot harder for me to want to connect with them because I don't resonate with the fancy formal form of angels that some people do, right? So it's like keep it whatever it is for you. That's how they'll show up. And any way is fine. I'm not saying the other way is bad. That's just not what I resonate with. So they show up for me the way I need them. So keep it simple. We talked about before, all you got to do is be like, hey, need you guys, please step in and help. And there they are. So remember that. Some people have expectations that they will show up in these really fancy outfits and looking a certain way, but that is not always the case. So that can throw people off when they are trying to connect with the angels. Okay, the third thing, be prepared for a lot of energy coming your way. I mean, a lot. Angels have big energy. Okay, they fill a room. First of all, they're huge. They usually are like touching the ceiling and then still sometimes like their shoulders are touching the ceiling. So they're still like hunched over. If you can see them, some people, just see giant shadows depending on like the phase of opening up your clairvoyance that you're in. So if you've opened it up a little, but not like all the way fully, you might just see a giant shadow in the corner, which can be really freaky and scary. But if you are connecting with archangels or angels, keep in mind that could be what you're seeing. And, shadows aren't always scary. That just can be where you're at with your clairvoyance. So always feel into it and see what kind of vibe you're getting from the shadow if you see a shadow, okay? Because like I said, a lot of times that is not something scary. And almost always, actually, it will be not something scary. It's just where you're at and how things are showing up to you right now. So if you can't see them, be prepared to feel like a fire hose of energy coming toward you. Their energy usually makes me very hot. I start sweating. I usually turn a fan on low when I know that I will be working with angels or archangels, intentionally. I just turn it on and anticipate that I'm going to be getting really hot. So that is another telltale sign that angels are around. So keep that in mind when you go to start working with them, that they fill a room, they're huge, they have a ton of energy. The other thing that came to mind is they talk really fast. So if you are a clairaudient, if you hear spirit and you're talking to them, know that they talk incredibly fast. And so sometimes you will have to ask them, hey, could you slow down a little bit? One tip I have for that is I keep a notebook handy when I am talking, well, to all spirits really, but especially with angels, because they just talk so fast that I just make little shorthand notes as I'm going along. The other thing that can be really helpful is doing channeled writing with them, whether it's typing or writing. I type faster than I write, so I usually do my channeled writing on the computer. That you can just kind of shift out of consciousness and let them free flow through with messages. That for me is the easiest way to keep up with them, is just let it flow and then go back and like reread it and go, oh, okay, what are we dealing with here? So be prepared for all of those things. Keep it simple. Remember to give them permission, and you will have some amazing, amazing experiences with angels and archangels. They are very cool, very loving, very kind, and they are here to help. So that's what I have for you today. Go over to Instagram and tag me in your stories with your favorite takeaway from the episode. My handle is Melissa_Rippey. I'll have the link in the show notes for you. I love to hear what people's favorite parts are, and I'd love to connect with you over there. Some things that I have going on right now. I have a new class. Awaken is here to help beginners connect with their abilities, establish boundaries and safety when navigating the spirit world, learn how to communicate with angels and other entities in the spirit world, tools of the trade, where you fit in, and just so much more. This is a super fun class that I love teaching, and it has over 100 happy alumni now. This is for people who want to ditch fear and doubt, heal old wounds, start connecting with their true inner self, all of those things. So let's get you started on your most magical life. If you think this class might be a fit for you, send me a message over on Instagram and let's see. The link is in the show notes again for that. And just as an FYI, until February 18th, I have early bird pricing available. So message to get all the details. I seriously love this class, you guys. Like, it is one of my favorite things I've ever been able to put out there and serve people with. So I just invite, if you feel a little call, even a little tug, I invite you just to message me and see if this might be a fit for you. No sales, no pressure in the conversation. I just give you the information and we talk it out and see if maybe this is a good fit for you. And if not, cool. If it is, right on, let's do it. So definitely hit me up and let's check that out. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Be sure to subscribe so you can get notified when new podcasts are uploaded, and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. That lets people know that you love it, and it gives it a boost so that other people can find us. And stay magical, and I'll talk to you soon.